Nissan Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season. Good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game, 2 different parts of the field as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Yes! Pop! 51's the Mike. Hayward, the Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 51, Mike. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Sony Michel, his first carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Good job, good job.
Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
Mike, 380. 12. Watch that end, tight right. Tight right. 4
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do. Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's just me and you. It's just me. Scene 6. Hey, Mike 51. Check. Let's go. Mike 51. Hey, let's get in that Delta. Hot.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here we go. 90. Cool. Check. Greystone travel.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hernandez. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
These two teams all tied after one.
Ready. 60.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get ready.
Now a first carry for their fullback. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Shoot. Ready.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. Up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 51. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down to the 37.
Here we go, here we go.
A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Here we go on 2nd and 12. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 10. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. You're not.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Coming after you. Bravo. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Go, Mike, go. Mike 51.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
And go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. No, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
To Michelle on the screen. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. The open man is Westbrook. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is down. Titans gain of 12. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. A first down carry for Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Back to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll
run it now out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
51's the mic.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a handoff here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And the Titans getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start?
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
We've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Check.
Ten's the mic. Ten's the mic.
Come off the ball. Mike 10.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike 10. Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, we got Mike. Mike 10. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
They're going to try and throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Nashville, it's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 23 yards the pick up there. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Titans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Go, Mike, ready.
He'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now the Titans down on the scoreboard. A little under a minute 50 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You must be dreaming. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Exit, exit.
10's the Mike. 10's the Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10.
Watch us slap.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21.
Interception. Come on, guys. We got this.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
That does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
Mike 4, Mike 4.
Let's get the ball.
Wilson to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. And they take a knee.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you